Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world. My name is Dr. Dim. This is Dr. DAAM Podcast, episode 67, Return to Podcasting. I just looked at my dashboard, and I think the last time I did a podcast was April 26th, so it's been over a month. Actually, it's been a month, actually, because today's May 26th, so it's been a while before last time I did one of these things. The reason, there's many reasons why I took a break, but mostly the fact that I was traveling overseas, working overseas also, and I wanted to not be podcasting while traveling. And then I also ran into the fact that when I returned, I graduated from University of Pennsylvania, so I had to go to my Pennsylvania commencement, and I took another week off to adjust to life circumstance because I was really tired and sick and so forth. So this is my return to podcasting. I don't know what I'm going to talk. Actually, I do know what I'm talking about, but I don't know if it's going to be coherent. But let's go right ahead. So first thing I want to talk about is the fact that when I first started this podcast, I talked about people ought to travel and see the world and come to understand it better, because it helps you to mature in your perspective, mature in your life. It rounds out you, the person, because it allows you to become more in touch with things beyond your ken. And then you can bring that into you to turn yourself into a fuller, more robust, more intelligent, more compassionate, more loving, and just more of a better person. And I think visiting Thailand, in Bangkok, Samui, and Koh Tao to see how hospitals are run from the public and private side was very impactful and informative for me, to learn that, providers, whether nurses or doctors, are really working hard under conditions, good and bad conditions, to make a difference in the lives of people. And that's what's critical at all times when it comes to medicine. You want people who care involved in the process. You don't want people who don't care to be involved in the process, because if you don't care, you're not going to work hard to save someone alive or help them get better. And I saw the Thai folks really focus in on their patients and focus on what they do. They love their craft, whether it was a stroke unit, whether it was a surgery unit, whether it was the MRI unit, whether it was the Eastern Medicine unit, which is phenomenal. I went to the Eastern Medicine unit at Siriaj in a private hospital. The 7th floor there, smelled phenomenal. I would recommend it to anyone if you want to understand how a hospital floor should smell. Well, with incense or some kind of spice, it was amazing. I think it really helped me understand that, while I have a love affair with healthcare, people truly have a love affair with healthcare. They go to the extra mile beyond what I would go. And I learned a lot, it's tied to my work, in benefits, the value of the hospital and healthcare networks overseas. And I think it's a lesson that I'll take with me for the rest of my life, especially the great Thai people that I met along the way, and also my classmates in the nursing program. But it was good. It was good overall, and I'm very, very thankful I did it. I came back and I went on to graduate from UPenn, and I saw Elizabeth Banks. Well, at first I saw Senator Kim at one graduation, my first graduation, with my cohort. And then we saw Elizabeth Bank with the main commencement speaker. She's the director of Pitch Perfect 2 and 3, and also she was part of the Hunger Games project, or I think she directed it. Sorry if I'm incorrect, but it was a phenomenal speech by her. It was engaging, good speech by Senator Kim also on his day. My daughters enjoyed the experience. I enjoyed the experience. It was one of those times when you realize that you're lucky to be alive and experiencing certain things, and hopefully you can share those things with others and make their lives better from having learned from you or garnered something from you. And it was good. I was still feeling though under the weather for some reason. I was feeling kind of sick. Maybe it was the adjustment period coming back from 11-hour different time zone, but it was good. One thing I did learn in Thailand that when I was there, I had to ask for, when it comes to food, I had to say no oyster sauce, no soy sauce, no shrimp oil, there's no fish oil, and no dairy. Those four things I had to make sure I was very clear about because my stomach became very sensitive in terms of those food items. Never realized how sensitive my stomach was, but yeah, it was interesting. But now I'm back home, settled back into life. I did a lot of long days, work, and also have to visit the hospital. So this was really long days. I was so tired when I came back, but it was so worthwhile. And yeah, it's been an interesting journey over the last 30 days, and I will continue to engage on the podcast. Maybe not as frequently as I can because I am doing other things. I'm writing books using AI. Actually, I'm learning how to write books using AI, and actually AI is basically ghostwriting my books. So that's gonna be fascinating to see the first one come out from what I've seen of the manuscript that the AI is writing. Absolutely phenomenal. I just give the AI the world I want created, and it's creating the world that I need. Actually, I'm sorry, the universe I need. So I intend to do 100-book saga. Let's see if I actually do 100 books. I think I will because I've given the idea, and AI is just using its creativity to create an original work. And it's from what I've seen, the original work is coming out phenomenal. And I made sure I asked him, "This is original work, right?" She's like, "Yeah." Diana, who's my AI, is like, "Yep, this is original work. Something it's never been done before." I'm sure there's themes from other genres and so forth. Elves and all this other stuff. But I'm excited to see what they produce because I've really got deep into artificial intelligence, learning how to use it, learning how to leverage it in different spaces. And I think I'll talk more about it as I go forward because it's going to be very important to our lives. And with us who have runways about next 60 years or next 80 years or next 100 years, we got to have an understanding of technology because it's only going to go this way. It's not going to go this way. I mean, like this way, sorry. It's going to go this way. It's going to be infinite possibilities. So, we have to be engaged and focusing on it, lasered in on it, and be part of it and be using it as much as possible, learning from it. Because if we try to hide from what's happening, there's going to be no place to hide. So that's what I've been learning over the last 30 days, how to use AI while I was gone. And I don't know if I'll apply it too much in my podcast, but I'll talk about it in my podcast, especially as I complete this project. I'm excited to see how this project turns out because I think it's going to be a phenomenal work by the AI with my creativity tied in and so forth. Yeah, so that's been in a nutshell. It's my last 30 days. As I said back in episode 66, I'll change the podcast down to maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever. But right now, just want to be very much more lasered in versus having a sprawling 25 minute podcasts just for the sake of that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next period of podcasting, and maybe I'll take another break. But right now, We're back to the. We're not back to square one. We're back to maybe square two, square three, square four, and we'll be moving forward in terms of podcasting. Thank you very much. My name is Dr. DAAM. This is episode 67 of Dr. DAAM Podcast, titled "Return to Podcasting After 30 Days." I truly appreciate you all listening to me. Please like and subscribe to my podcast. Be safe. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you all at the next episode. Thank you very much. Be safe.